Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Pseudo's Crochet and More. This is your host Crystal. I'm behind the scenes today because it is Wednesday, and what does that mean? It means we check out the new sales at Premier Yarns. So let's go ahead and get into it. I will also check to see if anything's been added to the monthly sale for you to see what's going on there. I am on the home page and we still have the two ladies here crocheting and knitting. I'm not sure, but alright, so let's go ahead here and we will look at the yarn deals first. I hope everybody's doing well today. I am so sorry that this is going to be later than last week. I'm working a little bit longer on my shifts this week because on Friday I am going for my very first colonoscopy. So, yay. Tomorrow's video will be a little bit later too because I'm probably going to go and take a breather after this video is up. I get it uploaded. Alright, so we've got Color Fusion DK 20% off. I have yet to try this, but it does look really cool. I know they have it obviously in the chunky, but they have it in worsted as well. I don't know why that one's not on sale, but it's not. Maybe I'm, missing something, but you would think if Color Fusion DK is on sale and Chunky's on sale, that the standard Color Fusion would be on sale. Alright, so this is a lightweight number 3 yarn. It is 100% acrylic, and it does come in a lot of colors. It's normally $4.99. It is $3.99 this week. Let's go ahead and check out. It kind of reminds me of Lion Brand's ice cream. It's a little different, but that's what it reminds me of. We have springtime, autumn sky. Oh, that's pretty. Let's see, what does that look like? Knit. Looks pretty cool. All right. And then, of course, at underneath all of them, it tells you if you want to pair a solid with it. It lets you know what solid you could use with this. And I believe, yes, it's the Premier Basic DK for the solids to go match with these colors. All right, then we have Tropical. Actually looks very beachy colors to me. But, tropical, it's beachy too. All right, Neapolitan. So that's going to be your vanilla, your chocolate, and your strawberry. Although the strawberry doesn't look like a strawberry color. It looks more peachy. Then, see, tangerine, peach. There's no orange in Neapolitan. It's brown for chocolate, white for vanilla, and pink for strawberry. I'm guessing that does have a little bit of pink in there, but for whatever reason, there's some tangerine color also. Then we have blue jeans. Nice shades of blue. Seaside. That's really pretty. Wildflower. Here's what it looks like this way. Cotton candy, which I love cotton candy. I don't eat it as much as I used to. I have a container that I got when the Walmart had their 90% off or something percent off from Easter stuff. They had some in there and I grabbed a container of it. So this one's got blue, white, and purple. Usually cotton candy is blue and pink, but not everybody's going to have the same colors for that. And this here doesn't make any sense in my opinion. It could be just because of the color transition. It doesn't look like it's a whole lot of it. But Mall. It's a nice browns and blues. It's off a cream color. Woodland. Now that looks woodlandy. Looks like the grass or trees here, the sky. Painted Desert. pretty close. I live in the desert, so well, not actually in the desert, but West Texas is pretty deserty. All right, next one is berries and cream. You can get that, the raspberry, blackberry, or raspberry, strawberry, blueberry, a little bit of blue in there. Water taffy. I never liked water. I never liked taffy or salt, like salt. Oh, it does say saltwater taffy. I've never been a big fan of that. Never. Morning coffee. Let's see. You got the color of the beans, your creamer, darker coffee, lighter coffee. Not bad. Vintage. Color Fusion DK Vintage. Let's see, what does this look like? Reds. A white that's got red mixed into it. Some yellow, some green, some blue. Grapevine. So this is gonna be purple, green, a little bit of pink. Now there's your purple for the grapes, the green for the vine. Cactus bloom. That does not remind me of cactus bloom, in my opinion. I have cactuses near me. I've got the prickly pear cut type cactuses that have the round leaves, and they bloom so I don't know exactly when they bloom. They do get flowers on them, and they look like bushes. They're different than the ones that people see that are like straight up and then have like the arms that are going out the side. I don't even know. Those are more, I think, in New Mexico. But where I live, you see mostly the prickly pear version of cactuses. Let's see, prism. Basically your primary colors. Rainbow, if you want to, you know. Jewels, which are dark green, blue, there's purple, blue, green. Some are lighter colors than the other ones. I like this setup. That's pretty cool. And flirtatious. If you've ever wanted to try these, now's the time. I mean, if you get $1 off each skein, and it could be something that you could try, and you'll see how you like it, and order more if you do. Now, as always, I do have links to Premier Yarns in the description box below. If you click on that link and purchase anything, and it doesn't even have to be what you click on. If you purchase anything, once you click on that, it does help the channel because I am an affiliate, and it doesn't cost you anything extra to do that. You don't find anything you want to buy, it doesn't affect me one way or the other. So. Alright, now let's go back. I do believe that the Color Fusion Chunky has all the same colors. Yeah, it's just the chunky version, which is bulky, which that's a 5 weight. And it's also 100% acrylic. And this one is also normally $4.99. It's $3.99 right now as well. So if you like the thicker yarns, it'd be better to go with the chunky versus the DK. Now this one here, the fruits kind of surprised me here. You buy 2 and you get 1 for free. I know that they just came out with the farm stand sock yarn. Now you do not have to use this yarn for socks. You can make other things with it. You can make baby clothes. They have quite a bit of patterns that you can use to make wraps or scarves. I think somebody used several of the fruits to make a granny stitch wrap. There's several things that you can do with this yarn. You do not have to use it specifically for socks. If you like making socks, great. If you don't know making socks isn't your thing, but you like the yarn like me. I have yet to try socks, and I don't know if I would use this for socks or make something else with it. All right, those ones are $3.99 each. So you're paying basically $8 for 3 skeins of the fruits. And if you buy 3, I do believe you get it in a bag in a sealed bag. So if you like to keep your yarn nice and not get dust all over it and everything, pet hair, dander, all that good stuff, that's a great way to do it, is to buy them in 3s. Because even their regular yarn, like the worsted Premier Basic yarn, comes 3 to a pack. So the bigger ones I think are 2. Now that we do still have the Parfait XL for, let's see, these are the jumbos. They're $10. Let me see, do you get 2 in a pack? Because there's 2 standing there, and I do apologize. I'm opening, bag of 2. I'm opening my can of mug root beer. I have to be careful on what I eat and drink today to prepare for tomorrow with the cleansing, as I'm going to call it. So we only have one that's sold out on this one. It's the black bag. So the black is all sold out, which is what it is. But 2 for $10, that's not a bad deal. $5 a piece. It's pretty good in my opinion. Even though I don't prefer this type of yarn, for people who do, now's the time to get it while it's still available. Because once they're sold out, it's done. You cannot exchange or anything. It's all sales are final on these. Alright. Back. Alrighty. Now we have Premier Basic Chenille Brights. These are clearanced as well. They're 33% off. They're $8 right now. They were $11.97. And let's see. They've only sold out of one color, which was the winter white. I think that's a brighter white. No, it's $1. Like, kind of like that dirty snow color. That's what I would call that. Dirty snow, not winter white. Because you would think it'd be more white than looking like somebody just walked through it with their shoes, or they just plowed it. That black stuff that gets mixed in with it to make it look dirty. Alright. So they still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 colors of that available. Again, if you like this type of yarn, great buy. 3 for $8. You cannot beat that. That's a little over $2.50 a thing. Because this would be $5. And this one would be, because they're less than $3 a piece. But they're more than $2.50 a piece. Okay, let's go back. We got ribbon still. That's 40% off. It's normally $5.99. It's currently on sale for $3.59. That is a super bulky yarn. That's good. That would be good for making baskets or rugs. It is a 65% cotton and 35% polyester. That's what I'm saying, rugs or baskets, because I don't see this being purposeful for anything but that. It's a different type of yarn. Some people, some would call it like t-shirt yarn. It's not exactly like, it's not exact to t-shirt yarn, but that's what I would reference it as if you've never worked with it before. If you've used t-shirt yarn, then this might be something you'd want to try. Parfait XL Palm Party, the bag of 3 we still have. It is a jumbo. It was $8 for the 3 of them. It is now $6.40. And doesn't look like there's 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 10 colors for this one. We still have the Himalaya wool socks print. Buy one, get one. So 2 for $10. I would get these, one for me and one for my husband, because he has a pair of wool socks that he really likes, but he's got such big feet, they don't go up to his size. which kind of stinks, but it is what it is. That's what happens when you marry a man that's just under 7 feet tall. Alright, so then we have the 3 for $15 still on the stash goals. They're normally $10 a piece, but if you buy 3 of them, you get them for the $15. Then we have Parfait XL stripes, 37% off. Normally 10, they're going for 8, so $4 a piece. There's 2 colors, the blue shades, and this one here, the purples and aqua color. Then we have Cotton Fair Sport, 20% off, and this is normally $5.99. It's on sale for $4.79 right now. This is sport weight, which can be a 2 or a lighter 2 to a 1. Everybody's sport weight is different from one to another. And this one is a 52% cotton and 48% acrylic. This is great. This is great for making baby clothes. If you're into making baby clothes, it's not kitchen material because it's not high enough in cotton. This would melt if you used it in the kitchen, unless you used it for like a hand towel or something. But as far as like a washcloth or a pot holder, oh excuse me, I haven't been sleeping very well, so I do apologize for the yawning. And there's a bunch of colors in this one available, so if you like this, it's a great time to pick up some that you need, or to even try it out. Then we have the Cotton Fair Worsted. It's 20% off. Now these, I do believe that these are actually maybe new colors, because this has been out for a while, so I'm not sure why it says new. Because if I remember correctly on last week's video, it still said new, but unless it's a new palette, this is not technically new, unless they keep that up there for, I don't know, a couple months before they take down the new. I'm not sure. I haven't noticed how long they keep a product that's new with that label being new. I'll have to keep an eye on that. Alright, so yeah, there's quite a bit of colors here. Now this again is not kitchen material, kitchen cotton, unless you're making like a hand towel. It would not be good for dish wash rags, dishcloths, or pot holders. That type of stuff. It would be good for that because it would melt. You need at least 85% cotton for it to be kitchen cotton. If it's less than that, it's probably used great for everything else. Make a baby blanket with it, mix, grab a few colors and maybe blanket, make something wearable with it. But it's definitely not kitchen cotton. Back. Alright. Now we have the Cotton Fair Bulky sale for $6 for a bag of 3, so $2 a piece. Woohoo! $2. You wouldn't need a whole lot because it is a bulky weight. So less yardage for the same product or project that you would make with a worsted. Oh, excuse me. I might take a nap after this video. Then we have the Just Chenille yarn on the cone. Web exclusive, 15% off. Again, if this is your style of yarn for making amigurumis or other items, hats, blankets. I personally would never make another blanket with this yarn because it can worm, which makes the stitches like pop out. They don't stay together very well, and they don't look good once they worm. But if you're like this, it is right now $16.99 for a cone, and there's quite a bit of colors available to get. Alright, and then we got 15% off Just Yarn Value. And this is going for $7.64 right now. Again, like I mentioned last week, there was either Saturday when I did the one for the month, or I think it was Saturday's video. This is one of the yarns you could use if you're going to be making the blanket that I've been working on with the neon yarn. You need white and black, or another darker color that you're happy with working with, or you could do it all in white, but you would still need to make sure that you would have enough to complete the blanket. And again, I'll give more information about that once it gets actually closer to me doing the tutorial and releasing the pattern. Alright, and then Just Yarn Ombre. And this one is also $7.64. These are both normally $8.99. This one is also 15% off. I have colors in this. They don't have them. The one color that I got, it was on a clearance sale back in November. Way back in November. Alright, now we have the boxes of the Just Chenille yarn and the Just Yarn. These were the yarns that Dollar Tree carried for a while. I don't know if they just stopped carrying it, or if they're going to be changing the colors that they make for it, or they're going to stop doing that altogether. The one that's the closest to me right now doesn't even sell yarn. And I know I've said this before, but if you didn't see that video, the last time I saw yarn in there was when they had the just 1 pound yarn, and there was only select colors that they did that in. Now I bet dollars to donuts. That's how it's said. Yes, dollars to donuts. I got all of them, even though I wasn't sure what I was going to use them for, because they were such a great price for how much yarn you were getting in those skeins. But if you like that yarn and you don't want to miss out, you can get a whole box of one color of either one for $12. They were $15, and now they're 20% off. So 12 little skeins at $12. That's in my book, that's a win. At least you have, if you run out of one color and you're like, oh crap, I need to go get, and you have to wait to get this shipped because nobody carries that color or that particular yarn. So yeah, these ones here are really good deals, in my opinion. Even though I don't like the chenille yarn, if you use it, I would suggest stocking up with the little ones. It seems like, it would take forever to get through them, but it really doesn't. I almost made my father-in-law's blanket entirely with the Just Yarn worsted, with his colors for the Vikings, and then I started running. They didn't have any more of the colors that I didn't have any more of the colors I was using, so I had to switch to other colors, so it was a mishmash of colors now. But that is it for the current yarn deals. So let's go ahead here, and I will just go to, let's see. I'm going to check one more thing underneath this side. Clearance. Bag deals. Let's look at the bag deals. Okay, so we just saw those. We still have the Neon Chunky Parfait bag of 3 for $10. Parfait Chunky regular colors, also $10 for 3. I really would like to try this Vero. That is such a good deal. But right now I cannot, so it is what it is, unfortunately. But I really do like this, because I would make something baby style with it. I would have to get several different colors, obviously, because they don't have variegated because this is Universal Yarns, and a lot of their yarns, they do not do variegated. They're solid because it's geared more towards knitters, even though you crocheters can also use this yarn. It's just something that you might find at a local yarn shop, and most local yarn shops, in my experience, are catered to knitters. Not to say that crocheters can't use the same yarn, but it seems that yarns that are variegated or self-striping, crocheters use those more from what I've seen. Now you can correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I've seen, knitters tend to use more solid colors than they do with the self-striping or variegated yarns. Just my thought. Let me know what you think about that in the comment section. Alright, and then we have got the Parfait XL stripes again. We have the Gala is back. It looks like we have 3 colors now. No, you know what? That wasn't the one that sold out. Sorry, my brain's going everywhere, but there's another one that's got the bling that was sold out. That was a bag of 5. This one's a bag of 3 for the Gala. It's also a metallic yarn that you would want to pair with another yarn to just add a little extra to it. I don't think I would ever see myself trying to crochet with that type of yarn. It's a sport weight, but still, I don't see how I would. If you've ever crocheted Gala, however you pronounce it, by itself, let me know what you made with it. I gotta stop yawning. I do apologize for that. Alright, then we have the Premier Basic Chenille Brights, the Parfait Chunky Fruits, bag of 3 for $8. That's pretty good, but again, I don't like the chenille polyester style yarn. Retro, bag of 2, Cotton Fair Bulky, we just talked about that one, the Bamboo Select, bag of 3, Bamboo Fair, bag of 3. They still have 1 Candy Shop cotton available for $7.20. Parfait Chunky, bag of 3. We went over that in the other page. We've got some Premier Basic Chunky colors, clearance colors, bag of 3 for $4.80. Holy moly. They're getting down on that. Oof. Wow. Premier Basic DK light. There's 2 colors, this tangerine and the blue. Then we have Serenity Chunky Tweed, bag of 3 for $7.20. Serenity Chunky Regular, bag of 3 for $9. We got one more page here. Anti-pilling, they still have just that 1 color here, bag of 3 for $8. Eyelash yarn, which I don't think I'll ever use unless I'm adding it to the edge, the border of something. I don't think I would add it to anything or use it by itself. Mega Tweed, bag of 2. Spun colors, they've got some more that are clearance colors, bag of 3 for $16. Afternoon Cotton. Now these are clearance colors because they did come out with new colors for the Afternoon Cotton. The entire palette was changed. So right now they have 4 colors for $7.20 for a bag of 3. Then we have the 3 for $15 on the chenille. Then the Chenille Fashion Plus bags, which these are random. You do not know what you're going to get when you order this. But the stash goals, you can ask for certain colors. You can be specific with it. Then we have Deluxe DK Superwash bag of 5 for $24. They've sold out of 1 color that's showing here. Then we have the Minikins bag of 3 for $4. Deluxe DK Tweed, bag of 5 for $24. L by Me, there's only this gold color. It's a bag of 3 for $11.20. Poppy, bag of 3 for $12. Oh, they actually have some surprise boxes right now. I'm surprised because usually this late in the day they have sold out of them already. So if this is still, if you're wanting to try one of these, I think it's a good deal. I got my money's worth out of the one that I got. I will probably do again in the future, get another one and see if I get different stuff or the same stuff. It's always a gamble when you do a surprise box or a mystery box. And we got Gumdrop, bag of 3 for $8. And Parfait XL, bag of 2 for $10. Alrighty. Let me go here and I will show you this again in case you missed Saturday's video. And then I'm going to go ahead and get this wrapped up for today. So that looks like this is all the same. We don't have but a half a page, which is okay. So yeah, these items here that you see here should be on sale for the entire month of May. Again, I will keep an eye out to make sure if anything gets added, that I let you know about that as well. All right. Well, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video today. Again, tomorrow's video will probably be late as well, with getting prepped for my procedure on Friday. Oh. And trying to get ready for when my husband gets home, trying to relax after work. I'm just going to wait till tomorrow to do that video. It's actually going to be a video for Crochet Nation from last month, and then if I have the energy to, I'm going to do the one that I just got today for next month, for this month, because I don't want to keep you guys behind. I'm sure some people might be missing me do this. I don't know. So I will let you guys go, and if you liked today's video, please give me a thumbs up. If you enjoy my content, please, and you haven't already subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe and then the notification bell so you're always aware of when I put out new content. Until next time, I hope you all stay safe, stay warm or cool, and happy crocheting. Bye-bye.